This is a right tibia. On the proximal end is the tibial tuberosity. On the distal end is the medial malleolus, and the medial malleolus of the tibia is always on the inside. So if this is the front and that's the inside, then this has to be a right tibia. Features on the tibia include, and I want you to say these after me, the medial tibial plateau,
medial tibial plateau,
lateral tibial plateau,
lateral tibial plateau,
intercondylar tubercles,
intercondylar tubercles,
or intercondylar eminence,
or intercondylar eminence,
tibial tuberosity,
tibial tuberosity,
interior border of the tibia,
interior border of the tibia,
medial surface of the tibia.
medial surface of the tibia,
How do I know that? Because what is also here? Medial malleolus,
medial malleolus,
lateral surface of the tibia,
lateral surface of the tibia,
medial malleolus.
medial malleolus,
This is just an articular surface with the talus of the foot. This is going to fit right here and allow for dorsiflexion and plantar flexion of the foot. One of the things that's interesting about the distal articulation and the knee is these are kind of hingy-like joints. They're really not designed a lot for rotation at all. The rotation in your leg is going to come from your hip. That's the trochanter fitting up into the acetabular cavity of the innominate bone that allows for that. Adding in the fibula, we learned that the chunky part of the fibula is the proximal end, and it articulates with this feature on the back of the tibia. So this articulates here, a little, almost like a little box for the talus, so that the talus can be very stable. Now, one thing to remember is anytime you have a sprain where your foot gets turned inward like that, I want you to watch this. It was an interesting clinical note. As your foot rolls inward like that, the distal tip of the fibula hits the calcaneus on the foot, and a lot of times that little tip will get snapped off. And so that's pretty common, a distal fibular fracture with a twisted ankle.